Hey everyone, State Representative Maurice West. Today is Wednesday, March 24th, around 12:30 p.m. when I recorded this video. This is a Come With Me to Springfield segment. I wanted to keep you in the loop on what happened since the last time we spoke. I hope you and the family are doing well. So, as soon as I got off the video on last week when I was explaining House Bill 24 and House Bill 96, I essentially went back into committee and was able to pass another bill. And so there are three bills I want to speak to you about that I've worked on this past week. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out to me and I can give you some more information. So the first bill that I want to share with you that I passed was House Bill 1766. It's a bill that I received from a constituent here in the 67th District. It requires nursing home facilities licensed under this act to annually publish their record of all Type AA, Type A, Type B violations that they receive from the Illinois Department of Public Health on their website, so that when families are looking for nursing homes for their loved ones, they will be informed right from the website of what findings IDPH found at this particular nursing home that they're looking at. Right now, those findings are available after several clicks on the Illinois Department of Public Health's website. But when you are right in the middle of all those emotions of having to take your loved one to a long-term care facility, the last thing you want to do is try to find this information on various sites and having to search. So it's so much easier to find it on their website. It passed out of committee with my commitment to hold it on second reading so that I can talk with the advocates who have concerns about the bill. I'll talk with them today, this morning, and so we will be working on an amendment and hopefully we can bring this all the way to the House floor. So that's House Bill 1766. Next bill I'm really excited about that we got passed with bipartisan support is House Bill 3161, the Domestic Violence Fatality Review Commission. It's a bill that I received from the city of Rockford, from Jennifer Cachapalia, who works in the mayor's office. I'm really excited about this bill. Over 100, almost 200 proponents are people who support the bill throughout the community. And I've been working with domestic violence advocates throughout the state. So it established a domestic violence fatality review commission and provides that the members will be from throughout the state and will have a regional approach to it. And essentially the plan for this commission is to be proactive when it comes to domestic violence fatalities, to decrease that number, to make sure that we're doing what we need to do to help survivors and to prevent victims. It's a great bill. I will put a link in the chat of a story that WREX did on yesterday. But I passed it out of committee, working with the governor's office to iron out some kinks to it. And I'm looking forward to taking this all the way to the finish line. So that was House Bill 3161. The last bill I want to share with you that was from late last night. I passed it out of the Judiciary Civil Committee. It is a House Bill 3262. It's lengthy in nature when it comes to the synopsis, so I'll just explain it quickly so you can understand. I'll use an example that was given to me during the committee hearing. A representative was doing an event with ComEd, and a ComEd worker stopped by his house, and the ComEd worker was black. The representative lived in a predominantly white community in the rural areas, and the police was called on this individual because he was waiting outside the representative's house because the representative didn't get there yet. The representative mentioned how embarrassed he was about the fact that the police was called because this a random black man was standing outside his house. Nothing was wrong. He wasn't doing anything, but because he looked suspicious, was the reason why cops were called. House Bill 3262 allows it to where that individual who had the cops called on him, if that person wanted to, he may. It is not a shall. He's not required to, but if he wants to, he could press charges against the person who called law enforcement because he looked suspicious. So if you go through it, it's a long synopsis, as you can see from the screen, but I'll go to the number 3. Calling the number 911 or transmitting or causing to be transmitted in any manner to the public safety agency for the purpose of making or transmitting a false alarm or complaint and reporting information when at the time the call of the transmission is made, the person knows that there is no reasonable ground for making the call or transmission, and further knows the call or transmission could result in the emergency response of any public safety agency. This individual may bring a civil action for damages, injunction, or other appropriate relief if the hate crime was caused by disorderly conduct. So again, it's a may. So if I am bird watching and I have someone call the cops on me because I look suspicious, and the cops come and they found that I'm not doing anything, they say, okay, go about your merry way. If I wanted to, I can file a civil complaint against the individual who called, if I wanted to. So it received unanimous support, and I have bipartisan co-sponsorships on both sides of the aisle on this bill. So those are the 3 pieces of legislation that I've worked on thus far this week. You can only imagine, but Zoom committees is not as easy as I thought it would be. Starting early, ending late, but I'm excited to get back to work for you, especially when it comes to legislation. So, wanted to share that with you, and I will be talking to you soon. I know I promised last Friday that I'll come back, but with these Zoom calls, it's just insane. So but I do commit to making sure I do a come with me to Springfield at least once a week. So this was this week. I'm hoping to come back to you again, but I'm not going to make any promises, but you will see me next week. Well, I hope all is well with you and the family. Reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Talk soon. Be well.